Hello, everyone. It's Tim at Broken Dice, bringing you a quick little channel update. Maybe not so quick. I got a lot to talk about. Um, got my Wars of the Roses, the Mercenary boxes done. Well, actually, I only had one box, and then I had a couple of bags that I had bought a long time ago out of a bin from one of the gaming store I normally go to. Um, so I got It's 54 pikemen, 36 archers, crossbowmen, and handgunners. Plus, I got a couple of command stands out of that. I used the banners out of that insert that goes in the box itself. I chose the one with the bull's head. It's like URI. I don't know how the Swiss would pronounce that, but it looks like Uri. Um, and then I gave them the imperial banner. So these guys are fighting for the Holy Roman Empire, and neither being Roman nor holy. But they were fun to paint. P3 paints, Vallejo paints, Games Workshop contrast paints, and a lot of washes. Really went heavy on the washes. A lot of times when I do ancients and stuff, I like that darker, grittier look to it. And since this kind of falls into that for me, yeah, I went for a darker. I really darkened down the armor quite a bit. I didn't want it to look too shiny. I wanted it to look like really worn, because these are mercs, and they'll cobble together whatever they can to stay employed and keep working. So that's what I did with these guys. And I will be honest, this is my first attempt at ever doing one of these boxes. So some of these pikemen and the handgunners and crossbowmen, they may have the wrong arms put together. So I know I'm throwing it out there so you guys can lay into me all you want to, but from across the table, I think they'll be passable. So let's close up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. It's had so many of them, it was too big for my little bitty turntable thing. So there we go. There's the pike. And then we'll turn this around this way from the back. And I'm not going to pick up a bunch of them individually and stuff and do all that. But I do kind of like the way they came out with the red. My Swiss in their red. I kind of like it. Very early on. Would that be like the Burgundian War time period and stuff? So, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Really like them. Yeah. And I'm not saying that because I did them. My paint job is my paint job, but the way it looks from across the table, I like that. Well, that's about all of this. These guys, it took me a couple of weeks to get all of them done, get all the bases made, because I make my own bases and stuff, and put the tufts on, and it's kind of labor intensive with all the metal little discs and stuff, so they magnetize right and that sort of thing. That being said, I did 3 other models in this time period. Not this time period, but during the last couple of weeks. And they are Scottish Lancers. These are the ones that you get. Let's bring this down like so. There we go. These are the ones you get when you order the Scottish Lancers guys from Warlord Games. What disappoints me about the box set is that's the extent of the Lancers that come in the box. The rest of them are just the regular cavalry sprues. So if you want to make more Lancers, then you got to do a lot of cutting and drilling and doing that kind of stuff, which I didn't want to do. I would rather have a guy. Let's see, is this the guy? No. Like this guy, he's got his little shield on the back, and then he's got all the gear. Like you can see all the gear on the back here on the back. I mean, that really sets them. It gives them that border reaver sort of look that I really like, and kind of disappointed that that was all that came in that box. So I do have a lot of bonnets, and I do have another box of the regular cavalry I need to put together. So I may just go ahead and chop those boys up, give them metal lances, and put bonnets on their little heads, and they're going to be Scottish Lancers. And again, just like with the others, P3 paints, Vallejo paints, contrast paints from GW, and washes and stuff. Um, Now, the horses. Obviously, I used up all the horses that came in the box when I did the regular. I did that one box's regular cavalry. So I had to use the horses from my War Games Atlantics box that I got, which, by the way, I really like those. The only thing you have to be worried about with those is that saddle blanket that goes around the back, that if you're trying to put like these little metal models on there, it's just not going to work. It's just too thick, and they won't fit on there. So I had to put them on the horses without the saddle blanket, but with all the gear and stuff on them, it's kind of hard to tell whether they got a saddle on there or not. So that being said, I like that the way they turned out on those horses. It's one of those little box sets that I think is really brilliant in that they're rather large and dynamic, but you could kind of use them in a lot of different ways with the modern sculpts and stuff, like next to a Victrix horse or next to who else? Um, I wonder about my other. Oh gosh, what is that? Is it Empress Miniatures? I have some of their cavalry in my English Civil War army. I should look at a size comparison between their metal horses and these guys, because I really, and I mean, if the shipping wasn't so costly, those horses and riders from Empress Miniatures for the English Civil War, oh, they sing to me so hard. I love those. Yep, I love putting those in my ECW army. But that's what I got done the last couple of weeks. Just a reminder that there is a Must Read Wargamer show tonight with Dan and Palmer and Rusty, and it'll start about 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 9 o'clock Central Mountain, and I am the West Coast. I don't know if it's like 8, 7. I don't know. Is it? My guess is it's 8. Just an hour's time difference, but don't hold me to it. That's the end of this video. I hope all your projects are going well. I don't know what I'm going to jump into next, but something out of my pile of potential. Because again, I have yet to pull the trigger on any American Civil War stuff, although I have gotten books. I have the new books on Gettysburg. I've just finished reading a book on Shiloh. Yeah, it's going to come, but I'm thinking maybe even smaller, even back a 6 mil for it. Something like that. I don't know, something way outside of my comfort zone instead of just doing another 28 millimeter historical army. All right, that's enough of this. I hope all your projects are going well. You guys stay safe, stay well, and I hope you join us tonight. I'll see you.